Welcome to the 9th National Business and Management Conference. My name is Dr. Tomas Q, along with my co-authors, Ms. Micaela Go, and Mary Agnes Guino, and Mr. Tyrone Cambalos. Our paper is entitled Examining the Impacts of Environmental, Social, and Governance Considerations on Millennials and Generation Z's Investment Attitudes and Behaviors. Contents. We start out with the introduction, theoretical and conceptual frameworks, methodology, results, discussion, and recommendations. Introduction. There's a profound growth in the increase of financial institutions that are integrating environmental, social, and governance metrics into the capital allocation and stewardship criteria. The paper aimed to address the following research questions. Number one, which among the variables age, gender, location, education or attainment, income, and ESG considerations have significant influence on millennials and Generation Z's investment behaviors and attitudes, perceptions, and impediments on investing. Number two, which among the variables age, gender, location, educational attainment, income, and ESG considerations have significant influence on millennials and Generation Z's likely to invest in ESG companies. Number three, are millennials and Gen Z more likely to invest in ESG companies? Number four, how significant is the role of millennials and Gen Z in driving the growth of sustainability in finance? Conceptual framework. We group the independent variables into two groups, namely demographics and ESG considerations. For the demographics, we considered age, gender, location, educational attainment. For ESG considerations, we considered the environmental, social, and governance considerations. For the process, we conducted a structured survey questionnaire. Then we use descriptive statistics, qualitative analysis, and quantitative analysis, namely Mann-Whitney test, ANOVA, false discovery rate, and structural equation model. The output, or the dependent variable, we compare the investing attitudes and behaviors of millennials and Generation Z. For the methodology, we use descriptive research design. We conducted an online structured survey questionnaire with 385 respondents who were born between 1981 and 1996, also known as the millennials, and those born between 1997 and 2012, who were classified as Gen Z, composed of private investors and students studying in universities located in the National Capital Region. We used Mann-Whitney test, as previously mentioned, ANOVA, false discovery rate, and structural equation model, or SEM. These are the results. So from the result, we see the independent variables we used: gender, location, education, income, environmental considerations, social considerations, and governance considerations. Discussion. Gender and location have significant influences on Gen Z's investment attitudes and behavior. Demographics have no significant effects on investment attitudes and behaviors of both millennials and Gen Z respondents. Females were found to show that the most affinity towards sustainable investing. Environmental considerations were found to be a significant indicator that millennials are likely to invest, while governance considerations were found to contribute to the likelihood to invest in Gen Z members. It can be implied that sustainable finance possibly affects both generations' tendency to invest. Environmental and governance considerations were found to have significant influences on the likelihood that millennials and Gen Z are most likely to sustainably invest. Recommendations. The study showed young investors will support investing in companies that that promotes ESG, that generate positive financial performance and should be supported by the regulators. Thank you.